Hello guys, it's the Bat here, back with a new video on the Bat channel, or the Bat Universe channel. And in today's video, I wanted to speak about something I thought would be fun to bring up. Today's video will be about when the Joker is done the best. And of course, this is a subjective matter, so I will bring in my opinion for the most part, because that's what I usually do. But I have also asked our Discord members, make sure to join, and also I've asked this question on Instagram. So if you like this video, make sure to do these things so you can support our channel. It means a lot to us. But let's get right into it. So when I was making this video, I searched in my own thoughts, and I thought to myself, what is the perfect Joker portrayal in my eyes? And obviously I think about Mark Hamill, but I wanted to think about live action and how I wanted it to be done in live action. I thought about Cameron Monaghan. I recently started to rewatch this show with my girlfriend, and she loves it. She's you love it, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she loves it. That just woke up a lot of my thoughts about the Joker in specific, and I loved Jerome and just Cameron as he is. I think what makes him what I want to see in the big screen is the fact that he's a version that is very unpredictable. He's charismatic at some points, and he's a bloody psychopath. And I think those key parts are what makes a perfect Joker. For example, I never really got shocked by any time when I watched, for example, Batman 1989. I never got shocked about one of the Joker's decisions. Neither have I with Cesar Romeo, or however you pronounce his last name. I'm Swedish, guys. Not really neither with Jared Leto either. I mean, they all brought something totally different to their roles, and I also think that's a very important part to the Joker, because his character has been so well known for being played by the biggest of actors, so you kind of have to do your own thing to it if you don't want to be a total flop, which is very sad in some ways, but I understand it. But they never really did anything unpredictable. When I watch Mark Hamill in the animated series, or the entire Arkham Knight trilogy, I always feel like there is something I did not expect him to do when I first played those games. And it same goes for Heath Ledger. When he portrayed a character, I felt like there was stuff I did not think a comic book villain would do in live action. Because something that makes the Joker himself is these awful things he does, right? And that takes me to my next point. But first, we just gotta finish this one off. What makes this so good is that it brings these surprise elements to, well, the big screen, and I think it's something that a lot of film viewers love, because I know it's not just me who thinks that superhero movies have gotten their certain formula, and they are very connected, and from time to time they can feel very much the same. And I think the Joker as a character, he does these things that just feel like something a super villain should not do in a movie. Like, for example, blowing a hospital up or cutting his own face off, all those stuff. I think that's something that it doesn't really feel like a normal supervillain would do. So that's what I think certain portrayals of the characters does so well. It's very unpredictable, and it could not be foreseen in many people's eyes. And to add up more, I want to bring up the example that the Joker is a comic book villain that would be able to pull off these things. Like, for example, he cuts off his own face in the comics. He also kills off one of the sidekicks, which is really nothing that most comic book universes would do that often, and probably not in live action. So, and also paralyze one and probably rape her. That's, these are very dark things that the Joker does, but he does it with his own sense of humor, which kind of makes it even more gritty and dark, and kind of makes me fall in love with the whole idea of this character more, because him seeing everything he does, how awful it might be. He just sees it as a bad joke in many scenarios and in many ways and in many portrayals, which just makes it so much sicker. In my opinion, I would like to think that a lot of people would agree with me on this, since these comic book storylines are more popular than others. And, you know, there's a reason that The Killing Joke and The Dark Knight Returns and all of those comic books, Death in the Family, Death of the Family, you know, all of these goes a bit higher, because a lot of the Batman villains does a lot of fucked up stuff, but no one really reaches the Joker's, well, top, because he kind of solos all of them in crazy shit to do. But enough of what I think. Let's move on to what our Discord members and also what our Instagram followers think. Let's check that out right away.
So this one is speaking about Mark Hamill, and he says, how he acts, like the portrayal is unpredictable, he got the mixture of the animated series and the Arkham series, and you got the best laugh. The toys and the seriousness of the Joker makes him hit every nail of the characteristic of the Joker. When he's written right, it can be any voice actor, but when he's told to act a certain way, that just doesn't fit the Joker's role. Then they fuck up. Here are some of the best answers from Instagram. First off, the Legion of Geeks. Follow my bro on every social media. Here they are. He says, when the writer understands he has no good left in him. Great Mihawk said, when made an actual clown, Batman 1989, arguably, animated series Arkham games, Joker 2019. And here is the last one, from Encore Lillian. When he's chaotic, unpredictable, some writers don't even know how to write him like that. And just as a feature, we have the Batman 2, who says, when Willem Dafoe plays him. Bring Willem Dafoe as Batman to live screen, please.
Wow, that seriously was a lot of info for one video, right? I know. Stop looking at that. It's not necessary. I do a lot of editing nowadays. Don't forget to do this, and that if you've enjoyed this video. And don't forget to comment down below how you think the Joker should be done. Also, make sure to give us some criticism on, you know, we post a lot of videos right now and we want to proceed on getting better, right? So make sure to comment something down below. The Bat is heading out, but make sure to stay awesome, guys. Take care.